Oops, I cut off the recording. It's getting a little long. Sorry, I'm not that succinct. Again, we're kind of like, we're not going to one-shot with the trap on the diva if she has full health. We'll do it if she is like low armor or no armor. But this angle with these guys on high ground, you're just never going to push. They have so much distance spam on you. And when people have like a poke comp like this, you need to take a short path that doesn't take as much damage. Going through, like now, you can see it's just so hard to push out this door and up these stairs into all of the damage they're throwing this way. But you'll also notice, as the fight goes on, you see how they con this way? Like, and you just can main, use this card as cover. You can kill Hanzo. You can step up and hook Bastion. We could come around this way. Get a hook on the Hanzo here. Right? You can absorb a lot of damage, but you don't want to be eating quite so much. We could kill this Hanzo, right? So we're just like a little late to that opening. I like the trap when she's slapped, and I like the hook when she boosts. We hook the baby diva. When she ults like that, the stupidest ult in the world. If we hook her, it cancels mech, and then she's an idiot. Your Ana cleans it up, luckily. We're just out of range of the hook. Because we don't do that much damage from this distance, and we're shooting up at them where they can take cover, right? Look how little damage it do. Just taking so much. We need to be going around to the right here. They're on a back foot because, again, they lost their diva. The other thing, we also just walk up this way if we're going to take that much damage. They have to back off. They don't have a tank, right? And now we're here with cover, and we can stop them from standing here. We can stop them from standing here. They'll get hooked. We can come around this way. Right? And the other really strong place to play as Hog, you can just be on the cart. You can play up here and threaten them. It's not as good because you're giving out this side of the map. But we can come around again. This area is really strong for Hog. Again, like way out of range of the hook. And we're going to use the hook. We can hook the diva through here, and our soldier will give him spam. Maybe our Ana lands a nade. I don't know where she is right now. Might be dead. Oh, right there. Yeah. Or lands asleep after you hook her, and then you throw a trap. Right, that, but a little earlier and you would have gotten it. She still landed the anti, yeah? I like that hook. We can come over the top here and land a hook. I like that hook because Devo is boosting. But this was a low percentage, and now you could maybe use it. And just throwing away our hook on cooldown, right? Now would have been a great time to hook Mercy. But, like, Hog is pretty strong once he has some cover to work with, yeah? But we're just ulting into, like, a Diva with full Matrix, and we have Discord. We're gonna hook to force your Matrix a bit, and then maybe. We're aggressive here, this is great. We can get on his M finally. So it's like once you're able to be aggressive and have an opening, you kind of roll them on a hog, right? Because they can't do much. You do so much damage. The problem is that you don't move in a way, like you don't position in a way to let you do this like in neutral fights, right? It's only like really when you get nano and don't take as much damage, you get the damage reduction from it. Right there, just look for the shoot. You didn't have the trap. Yeah. And now again, like, we do no damage at this range. Or not none, but not a lot. And we're just kind of waddling down. Maybe getting them back off. But now we want to come up, take this corner, probably. Or we could have gone this way. We want to force them back onto this bridge. We don't want anyone to go here. Right? That's a problem for them. A hog over here is really goddamn annoying. Or the classic play that hogs go for a lot. Come down here. Hook someone off of there, down onto there. You can get an environmental kill. Bastion's like an easy hook. Diva uses boost. You can kill her. Right? That's a pretty good neutral choice. You're way backing off, right? Yeah, that's not environmental. We're here, we're way ahead of our team. No one can shoot this guy, right? We want them to get in their little hidey hole. That's what we should get from this. We're not going to kill anyone right now. Into, like, Zen, Hanzo, Bastion with a Mercy to support them on a straight line like this. It's just going to blow us up. I'm fine. They back off. We don't have any breather, right? If they push you right now, you probably die. It's kind of the right idea. Not a great trap, though. We just rush our hook. Now Hanzo is there. We take like a bunch of damage. So we're like looking at the Diva, right? And go for this like Hail Mary hook on her. Okay, just hook the Zen. He's in a dumb spot, right? He kind of got spanned out by the Hanzo. At some point, it's a good choice to just ride the payload and get it to a better spot where it gives you better cover, right? Like we discussed. Once it gets here, you can kind of like hang out behind it. We're just kind of in the open window cover. I don't mind this jump down. Right. There you go. You get trans out. That's fine. You're gonna die anyway. I had no problem with that. Did you use ult though? You did. That you were never gonna do anything with the Diva there. We'll Hail Mary her, it's fine. You're also just like really obvious with your hooks because you take so much goddamn damage. Right? Like here. Why are we just there? Look how much damage you took, like 300, something like that. You're getting healed. To do what? Damage them a little, like, from this distance? Like, Zen and Hanzo are not gonna die to you from here. And you're just taking damage, right? Zen used his trance, you don't want to give him another. We'd step up and come here. And maybe be really annoying when they try to contest the cart. A lot of hogs like to come through over to here. Especially when you see where they're positioned so that you can get up. Your team's pushed in too. Right? We go this way and they can't shoot us. You see how they can't see you? We go here. Maybe we go there. Yeah. He's like one of those fish that like hides. And then ambushes people from like a little hole. It's like an eel or something. We really wanted to make a play on that diva. That baby diva. Once diva got demet, like this hook. That's such a stupid peek from her. But we're like setting up a trap. Hook. A little late. If we had hooked earlier, because we weren't setting up this trap, we could have gotten her. Or just like walk at her and kill her. Because even if she goes into the remake animation, the smush is gonna kill you, and you can just get a headshot on her because she kind of like goes into this animation. So we just walk at her, shoot her. If she backs off, we hook her when she's going out that door, right? I'm kind of trying to mechanic our way out of this, but our mechanics aren't the best. Again, hook the diva when she ults. Always look for it. It sucks if you're playing diva and someone hooks you when you ult. Here, we can do something about these guys. This Widow is the one who's going to carry the fight because she doesn't need to be on point. They just need you off the point. Right? So we need to be looking in these kind of situations for the people who are trying to set up and aren't paying attention, right? We can one-shot this Widow. We can kill Mercy. Diva is going to survive even if we hook her, right? Your soldier makes a play. Good for him. We just rush our hook. You still kill him though, right? Look for a hook on a Mercy that's slept. She got damaged, right, and ulted. Probably could have hooked her when she was on the ground. Damaging the diva isn't bad though. You can see once you put her at a health deficit, they can't get her back up, right? You get kind of lucky here. I think you're probably going to lose this fight. And then we'll look at defense. Like overtime defense isn't really worth looking at. But we'll look at this real quick. So now they're playing Ryan. Right, we see what they have. We should have heard the Mei and we saw the Ryan. Okay. So we know if we like Ryan is Ryan's hard to kill, right? Because he has a big shield. But also, they can't do... He has to get close to us to do something. And same with the Mei. We just ride cart for a while. We can use it as cover and take this fight at this corner. And then we can shoot the Ryan shield a bunch because we do a bunch of damage. And we can just break his shield. Yeah. And once we realize it's Mercy Zen again, all we have to do is avoid damage and just attrition out their Ryan because we can get health back. We have better healing than they do. We break a shield on it, it's an anti, and this is over, right? That hook, you're never going to get anyone. He is full shield out. We break a shield and hook someone. Or we go around a shield and hook someone. Like, not going to get a hook fishing for that. They've decided to push into there. Meanwhile, this Sombra, we didn't know they had Sombra, but we hear the hack, right? They're all over there. We could have come back, pushed the cart, probably dissuaded the Sombra from killing someone. Again, we're like in front of the cart. I'm just not playing cover very well. And now we're running after her. We're not going to get her. Yeah. play the cover. There's no reason to walk up yet. It's fine, I guess. Who's your other guy? Oh, never mind. You have a full 5. So the res, I guess I say that because I'd wait for the Bastion for a second to see what he's going to do, and then be going when this turret's going, so I have cover, like covering fire. But I want to cross here and just push the point. And if they want to fight in here with nowhere to back off, that is fine by us, because our spawn's right there. All we have to do is kill one dude, and it'll snowball. So we come as close to here as possible. We spam the shit out of the Rhine shield and look for a kill on the Zen, who's, again, like, just getting away with murder in this game. I don't think he saw a hook. You also get pinned a bunch, and one thing you can do versus Ryan is save your hook for when he charges, because you can just hook him. We're getting it done. This Mei has gone away from her team. The Ryan's going to want to back off. He doesn't have shield. We pressure her out. We take another pin. We eat an ult and die. Right? You're just taking a bunch of damage when you don't have to, and then kind of just not, you're on a back foot because you don't have health or healing, and you rush your hooks because of that, and then you're not in a position to make a play. This attack is not really worth talking about, to be honest. Other than to say, if it were me and I was in concert with my team, I'd set up here for one of these Overwatch League close holds. This cover's really good, and just stop them from coming out of the doors. It's hard to pull it off, but it's way more cover. Like, they're gonna get the cart kind of to here and have cover from it. And then we don't have a lot of options. I guess we kind of could go here. What happens instead is, I think you push up to there. And it's like your team is not there to support you. Winston bubbles so they can't heal you. There's the Mei wall, so you cut off and just die. Right? Okay, so kind of a long one. Sorry about that. Try to be more succinct, but it didn't work. So I think the main things are like, you need to know your matchup. Like, into D.Va, you played a bunch of characters that are good into her because she can't stop them from doing something, right? She can't stop Hog Hook from hitting. She can matrix the damage after. Rom, she can't block punch. Sig, she can't block rock. And when you're playing in a matchup, you need to know that those are really important cooldowns. The D.Va is looking for them, has to play around them, or you're differ, right? So you need to be more thoughtful with how you use them. You kind of spam them, and you look for sort of low percentage opportunities that also aren't, it's not high risk, high reward, it's high risk, low reward. And then the other thing we saw a bunch of is just taking unnecessary damage. In general, like, you play next to cover a lot, you peek wide a lot, you play, like, when you're in between, when the cart was here and the other cover's here and you're like here, you're really easy to shoot because the cart's blocking you, the cover's blocking you. You can back up this way if you want. If you back straight up, like, they know where you're gonna go, and you're moving in a straight line, so you're kind of still relative to someone like a Zen aiming at you. And then in general, also just notice the Zen is getting away with goddamn murder, playing really, really, really close to the cart, really close to his team, really close to you. So you need to be a little more intentional about, like, I need to punish that somehow. I need to wait for him to do that and then pot Nemesis and kill him as Rom when they can't stop me. Or I need to wait for that and then land a hook on him. Or hook the diva, she backs off, go kill the Zen. Or in Sig, I'm just gonna like point blank rock him, right? And there's also just a little bit of sort of mechanics, which just play more, that'll get better. Of like landing shots when you do have an opportunity to kill someone. But yeah, I think in general it's that, and then kind of the map knowledge of like their team played the map better than your team, and that's true. But you're on characters that can do something about that, especially the second point, and like Blizzard World Second is a lot like very similar to this in a different way, but kind of like parts of Numbani, definitely Dorado. Not really Numbani, well, I guess kind of first point. But it's like the important positions on the map are it's like this high ground that gives access to every part of the map, and there's this really strong flank. And this really strong flank, right? And we need to stop their team from just having this like shooting gallery as the cart rotates, right? We need to be like, your goal isn't just to push the objective, it's to make it easier to push the objective. The objective has to come all the way through here, but it's really hard for people to be on point or be in positions to support you if they're taking withering fire this way. And you kind of default, a lot of people do this, default to this door and coming out, and you're not. On Sig, like, that's probably kind of okay. On Ryan, you can use your shield and survive that a bit. But on a tanks on Hog, you're just giving them free ult charge and taking a bunch of damage and can't really threaten to kill them in the way that they could. Zen can land a charge shot on you at Discord and you're toast, or Bastion can catch out a turret for, and there's not really a good place to take cover here. So, looking for these short little routes. The same is true on ROM too, kind of. Although we could come this way, take this corner, land a web, and span them, and then when they back off, then we go to the rotation. But you're not really thinking about where do I want to be and how do I get there without taking much of damage. And it puts you on a back foot so often you can't make plays because you're busy healing yourself or getting healed, right? Or using cooldowns defensively, like popping Nemesis just to block, right? And it's because of how you try to rotate, kind of like run at their team over a long distance with no cover when they do much more damage to you than you do to them, okay? So those are the things I see. Let me know if you have any questions. Sorry this went on a little long, but I hope it's helpful. And good for submitting a replay. We don't really know what the next patch is going to be like, but this is kind of fundamental stuff, right? Like, use our cooldowns well, avoid unnecessary damage as tank, because damage is the biggest source of pressure. Pressure is like threatening to kill someone, credibly threatening to kill someone. Like, if you guys don't respond, I'm going to kill this guy. And they don't respond, so you do, or they do respond and you kind of back off. And if you take damage, you're easier to kill, right? And you have more downtime, so then you can't put out more pressure, right? And we're just like unable to put out pressure on the other team because we kind of play right into this comps trap, because comps are really decided by the supports that you're playing. So Zen Mercy it's like a low healing, high damage poke comp, fundamentally, right? They're going to win if they prevent you from engaging by spamming you with damage, so that by the time you get where you want to be, you can't do anything. You have to back off or you'll die. So the way you don't play into that is you don't let them spam you. You take routes with cover, you take short flanks, and you basically, like, if you walk through here and you appear on this flank, like, yeah, we could kill the Torb, right? and I think I say kill like a bunch, but the main thing is like the pressure isn't just that. It's like if he notices you, he has to back off or you'll kill him. Right? He has to deal with you. And if he backs off, then you've created space. There's no more spam from this angle, right? And these guys, they thought there's spam coming in from here. They thought this area, like their teammate was there, and now you're here. They thought it was covered, and now you can kind of go back on them or come around. Oop, I think I went through a console, lol. Yeah, never mind. If there's a door here, you could come through that. But yeah, you can damage them that way. You further isolate the torb. Right? That's pressure. That's how like pressure in space work. Like space is created with pressure, and pressure is threatening to do something until they either respond to it or you do it. Right? They respond to it with an important cooldown. They respond to it by running away. They respond to it by the healer like coming and pocketing the Zen. And now the tank doesn't have heals for a while, and with Mercy Zen they don't have a lot of burst healing, so that the tank is low on health, they can't do anything, and you can be proactive, right? So, hope that all makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks again for the replay.